Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a ton of decluttering and organizing. Decluttering, decluttering, decluttering. That's all I want to do right now. I want to throw everything in my house away. That's the mindset I'm in. And I also want to organize everything. So I thought it was the perfect time to start a new series on my channel called From Overwhelmed to Organized. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Now, I did a decluttering series on my channel last year, like where I decluttered my whole house. And I did declutter a lot. I did good. However, two problems. One, I don't think I got rid of enough stuff. I was being a little too sentimental. I needed to get to this breaking point where I'm like, throw it all away. Like, I don't even want to look at it. Just someone come in and take it all and leave. That's where I'm at now. And the second thing is I didn't organize while I decluttered. So I would get to random areas, get rid of like over half of my stuff, but I didn't organize it when I put it back, and I didn't make homes for things. So that is the plan for today. We are going to be doing a lot of decluttering, a lot of organizing. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I will have a lot of these videos coming up soon because let me tell you, there are a lot of areas around my home that they're just that. They just need to be organized. So we're going to do it. I hope you guys enjoy. Cheers, get your coffee, or just watch me clean. It counts, right? Okay, let's go. Now, before we get into the decluttering and the organizing, I did want to take a second to say thank you to the sponsor of this video, which is Lumi. And I don't want to be like people that are like, this is a game changer. But for real, like for real, this for me was an actual game changer. So, little backstory. I have been using aluminum-free deodorant for, I don't know, like the last 5 to 10 years or so. So I had kind of accepted the fact that they never really work that well. They just kind of work a little bit. And about a year and a half ago, I started working out. And because my deodorants weren't working that well, I would apply so much, like the thickest layer of deodorant to go work out because I didn't want to smell. I think because I was applying so much, I sort of gave myself a little bit of a reaction. My armpits were covered in like hives and they were itchy constantly and so irritated, and they stayed like this for about a month. And then anytime I tried a new deodorant, it did the exact same thing. And I ended up going to my dermatologist, and that's when I realized that I was now allergic to the baking soda in some deodorants. So for about like 8 months, I literally could not find a deodorant that worked or didn't break me out. So I would just take deodorant and apply it to the outsides of my shirts. Like, never let deodorant touch my body because it would break me out. So all the time I was just applying deodorant on the outside of my shirts in hopes that like if I sweat, it would have to go through the shirt and like mask the smell, until I found Lumi. Now, Lumi is aluminum free, baking soda free, paraben free, cruelty free, pH balanced, and skin safe. This is the first deodorant that I have used that didn't break me out and actually works, you guys. So Lumi was actually developed by an OBGYN, Shannon Klingman, and Lumi is clinically proven to block body odor all day long and continue controlling BO for 72 hours. So not only do they have the stick deodorant, which by the way, they have a lot of scents. They have 8 different scents. My favorite scent is the toasted, I was like, smell it, the toasted coconut. That's my favorite. They have so many different products. They have a body wash. They have a cream deodorant. Now, the thing that's cool about Lumi is that it is not just for your pits. You can use it on your whole body. You can use it on your feet. You could use it on your like bikini area, under the boobs, like anywhere that you need deodorant or that you want to control body odor, you can put Lumi there. So you can use the stick deodorant, but what I think is really cool is this cream one. So it just applies to your finger like this. And then let me see. You just apply it wherever you need it, and as you can see, it won't stain your clothes. It rubs right in. So if you want to try out Lumi, I think the best deal is their starter pack bundle, but I want to pull up my computer so I make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, yeah. So the starter pack bundle is the best deal. So it actually comes with a full-size stick deodorant, a cream deodorant or the spray deodorant, and then you also get 2 free products like the wipes or the mini body wash. then you also get free US shipping. And just for my followers, Lumi is actually giving me a discount code so you guys can get an additional $5 off. So that code is Midgley, Midgley. So I will have them linked down below. Make sure you use my code Midgley for an additional $5 off. That ends up being, I think, over 40% off total. And yeah, thank you so much to Lumi for sponsoring today's video. Okay, this is the hall closet by the front door, and I never go in here because it's just so cluttered. Okay, so this is what our front hall closet looked like. As you can see, it's very messy. There was just so much stuff on the floor. So it was time to clear it all out. I found with organizing, if I try to organize in the space, it just doesn't work. I have to clear everything out and have a fresh space, clean it up, and then add stuff back in. Now, while I was pulling stuff out of the closet, I did have a trash bag off camera, or I had 2 of them. So then while I'm pulling stuff out of the closet, I'm putting it into 3 piles, either keep, donate, or trash. I feel like that's a good method because then I essentially skipped a step where I used to take everything out of the space and then sort it. It's a lot easier to do it while you're pulling things out, and it makes it a little bit quicker of a process. Now, I had actually just found this really big basket at Goodwill the day before for a couple dollars, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, but I knew I loved the size. So I decided that I was going to keep this in here, and this would be the shoes that we needed to keep downstairs. And I feel like that really made it so that I wasn't keeping too many shoes in this spot. If they didn't fit in this basket, they went upstairs in the closet, because truthfully, me and my kids and my husband only have 1 or 2 pairs of shoes that we wear on the regular. Okay, so I feel like I just had a really good idea because I wanted a place to keep lint rollers or other things. Not really keys, we have an entryway table. And then I was going through, because I have an area of like home decor that I'm not currently using, that I like maybe thrifted a while ago or haven't used in a while. So I thrifted this maybe last year, never used it, couldn't find a purpose for it. So I think I'm gonna take a push pin and hang it up right here. And then I can put like our lint rollers and stuff so that they're really easy to grab if you need them before you go out the front door. Now this area ended up being one of my favorites. I love how it turned out. I'm telling you guys, if you ever need baskets, you need to go to Goodwill or Salvation Army. There's always so many for just $1 or so, and you can use them for so many different things if you just use your imagination. Now I ended up using this for my lint rollers, and I loved it because it gave it a home rather than it just being wherever. I feel like every day I'm like, where's the lint rollers? Where's the lint rollers? And now they actually have a home. And something else I added, which I saw online that I think is a great tip, is if you have kids that are constantly coming downstairs, it's almost time for school and they don't have socks on, is to keep some socks downstairs by the shoes. So I ended up throwing some in this basket, but you could use a whole other basket just for socks and have it in your hall closet or downstairs by the shoes, and I feel like that would make mornings a little less stressful. A problem that I've been wanting to find a solution for is we don't have a home anywhere in the house for my son's backpack or my purses, so they just end up wherever, whether it's on the staircase, the floor. My purses will be on the dining room table, the kitchen table. They don't have a home. So I want to say like 6 months ago, I got really motivated to declutter like this, and I actually hung up command hooks on the inside of this door because I thought it would be a great place to hang purses and bags and backpacks, because when you close it, it doesn't completely even touch the clothes. There's a little bit of room in there. So I hung up command hooks and they lasted like 20 minutes and then they fell down. So I've been brainstorming, like, how could I hang up purses in here? Could I hang them on hangers? I don't know why I forgot this existed, but it's just a metal over the door hook rack made exactly for this reason. I don't know why, it just like did not pop in my head the past 6 months or so. I had kind of given up on hanging things in here. So I think this is gonna be perfect. It's just gonna hang right up here. Now I'm hoping the door will close fine with it. Perfect. Okay, so that's gonna be, I think, the biggest game changer and the most helpful, because this closet was really messy and cluttered, but it didn't really stress me out because I literally never went in here. Something that does bother me every day is my purse and the backpack being like all over the house. Yeah, I think that's gonna work great. Okay, let me get my purse. I can't even find my purse right now because it's always in the most random spots. So I have to go search for my purse real quick. Okay, perfect. I think this is gonna make the biggest difference. Seriously, I can never find my purse every day. We'll be running late. I'm always running late for everything. And I'm very scatterbrained, so I'm always running around like, where's? It's gonna be right here. Yay, okay, this is done. So this is the after of the hall closet. I feel like it looks so much better. Everything has a home. So many things on the floor in there were trash, and I just feel like now I can actually open this door and not feel overwhelmed. Okay, so we are gonna be out in my son's room. This is the area that kind of sparked everything, that made me feel like, okay, I need to go through and I need to get serious about decluttering. Now, I will say it does look really messy in the before clips. That mess isn't from him. I actually didn't decide to start filming this video until I had already pulled everything out, and that's when I was like, you know what? I need to declutter the whole house and I'm gonna film it. So the mess wasn't from him, but this is the amount of toys that he has. So it's just a lot. It's very hard to manage. I've tried toy rotation, and honestly, there's just too many toys in the actual house. And I feel like no matter where I put them or hide them away, the kids end up getting into them, and then they end up on the floor or in the room, and organization just goes out the window. So I really wanted to sit down and actually get rid of a lot of toys. We have so many little pieces, toys that they haven't played with in years, toys that are from like McDonald's, or that have pieces that don't even have like a set anymore, or things like that. So I got 2 bags, one for trash and one for donate, and I really went through and only kept things I knew they played with. I've had a really hard time in the past getting rid of stuff, even though I knew they didn't play with it, because to me, it's like a guilt thing, like, oh, I spent money on this at one point, or oh, someone else bought this for them, or whatever. It's hard to get rid of things because you don't want to waste other people's money, but it's still a waste if it's just sitting in a hidden corner or under a bed in your house. So I really tried to focus on actually getting rid of a large majority of the toys in our house. Now, an area that just wasn't working for me for the longest time was this little toy storage area. I had bought this years and years ago, and I love the idea and it looks great, but once again, it can hold too many toys. It then made it so anytime I was cleaning up, it felt okay for there to be that many toys in the space, because I don't know, there's like 16, 17 baskets there. So I would just put all the toys in there. I really wanted to get something that didn't hold as much stuff and kept it a little better organized. So I did a lot of research. I looked at a lot of blogs and Pinterest posts and YouTube videos and tried to figure out what was a toy storage thing that would work best for my family. And I realized that it would be this cube storage. Now, they have a ton of different ones and you can get them at any store. I ended up getting the one with only 6 cubes because, once again, I don't want to be able to keep too much stuff. Just close your eyes and calmly try to breathe. Oh, it's just you and me. Now, I did try to hack the system a little bit because the actual cubes that you can buy for this storage system are so expensive. They're like $25, $20. So I thought I was being smart by going to HomeGoods and finding them there, because I found these bins for $5.99 and $7.99, and I even measured them and they were the exact 13 inches that they were supposed to be, but I didn't take into account how they weren't 13 inches tall. So I was a little disappointed when I put them in the cube storage because they were a lot smaller than I was expecting. So you'll notice I did end up keeping the tags on them because I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep it. I don't know, I wasn't loving the look. But the longer they've been up there, and since recording this, I've realized that it actually, I think, helped me out in the long run, because I'm the type of person where if there's a bigger basket, we're gonna fill it more to the brim with more toys, or it just hides the toys a lot better, like out of sight, out of mind. So this ended up actually being a blessing in disguise, because I had to go through and kind of do a second round of decluttering to get rid of more things so that the items would fit into these smaller baskets, and it really helped me to declutter and have a smaller amount in the long run. So I ended up keeping them. I really like them, but I did end up making a mistake, and that's why they are so much smaller than the actual cubes. Now, something I do plan on doing in this room is making labels. So something I ended up liking about how small these storage containers are is you can actually see what is in each bin. If I had gotten the 13-inch bins, they actually fill up the whole square, so you can't see what's inside without pulling it out. So I did end up liking that you can see what's supposed to go where, because I think that'll help my sons with cleaning up later on. But this is my 4-year-old son's room, so what I plan on doing is making labels with pictures so that it's really easy and simple for him to know where everything goes. So maybe a picture of a car on the car basket, and then a picture of Paw Patrol on the Paw Patrol basket, and things like that, because I really think part of the issue is I will declutter all I want and organize and put things in baskets, but no one else in my family knows what I intended those baskets for, so I really need to get better about doing labels. Now, I did want to do a little bit of a toy rotation, but not a lot, because like I said, I do not want to keep toys that we do not need. I have done that for the first 7 years of parenthood, and it's just not working. But there were some things that I know he would like to play with, but I don't think he plays with enough currently that need to be in his room. So one of those things was his trains, and another one was his, oh, I can't think of what it is, the logs, the building logs. So I didn't want to get rid of those, but what I did is I kept them in those white containers that they were in the previous toy storage, and I put them up on a higher shelf in his closet. I mean, it's not high for me, but it's higher than he can see. And that way it's still there, it's organized, and if he starts to get bored with one of his toys that's out on his shelf, I'll just go ahead and switch them out. Okay, so obviously not the size I was going for. However, now that it's been sitting here longer, I actually think it might work, because I think the deeper bins would cause us to do what we've been doing, which is just continue to throw toys and things into the bins, and they don't go together, and then, you know, out of sight, out of mind. So this might actually work for the time being, because then also too, we can keep less stuff in here at a time. So he plays with magnet tiles every day. So those magnet tiles are in there. I kept a few characters. He plays with those like together and makes them houses. So I put those in here. Down here is a bigger one, because Legos, they have a lot of them, but they do play with them. And then down here, I just used it to put a few of his favorite things that he puts the characters into. And then we have a few vehicles, and then just a couple of little stuffed animals. Okay, so we are in the bathroom. This is the counter. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's pretty messy. And my makeup, I've been keeping my makeup in here recently, and everything is so dirty because something spilled. And I don't know, I just need a better system. So I was, like I said, I've done a lot of research on the best organization systems and what I think I could actually stick to. And what I've learned about myself is when I get those clear organizers that have like divisions, like you put all your brushes here, you put your powders here or whatever, I will not end up doing that. If it has those extra steps, I just won't end up putting anything back where it's supposed to be. So I think what's gonna work best for me is a big clear container so that it's just not on the counter. When I'm done doing my makeup, and I'm always in a hurry because I'm always like, I don't know, I'm just always hurried. As a person, I definitely am just a more frazzled human being. If you have watched my videos for a while, you probably know that. So I'm not the kind of person who's gonna organize things every single day. I need something I can dump everything in and go. This is not working though. I need it to be clear. I'm gonna go through here, clean everything off, and we're gonna get this decluttered and organized. So I had good intentions with this tray. I was gonna have like all my everyday items on it, but it's just, the issue is the first time I organized and I put this out, I think it was for a decorating video, and I wanted it to look really nice because I was decorating. And so I had like all of my ointments, all of my perfumes, everything out on here because it looked really good, but I can't. I'm literally only gonna put the things that I use every single day that's easy to reach for, and if it's not filled up, that is fine. It just needs to be more functional. Okay, let's actually clean before we do the other steps. I'm just gonna undo what I just did. Whoops.
Leaving all my worries, I prepare for something new. Whatever it was that held me back, I'm sure
I found this bin at Target for $5. It came with a lid, so I think it's perfect because it's just one big open container. I can throw my makeup in and then put the lid on or not put the lid on or whatever. So the first order of business is going to be going through my makeup and figuring out what makeup I actually use and I want to keep, and then taking some baby wipes and wiping everything off because, like I said, something spilled in here and it's messy.
wasn't true. Holding on too long and unresolved questions hold you down.
Let's see. It'll be nice to not have to dig through all these products I don't use that are covered in just mess and only have the products that I actually use every day.
Could have been a friendly smile has turned into a frown. I'm moving on and on.
Okay, yeah, that's everything. Okay, see, it's not very full, but this is what I wear every day. This is how I would do like a full face of makeup. And I'm not gonna fill it because the old me, the me that I was yesterday, would keep adding stuff because I'd be like, okay, it's so empty, like maybe I should add random makeup that I don't use a lot, or maybe I should put blah, blah, blah in here, blah, blah. No, I'm gonna stay organized. This is only gonna be the makeup. So that way, every day when I do my makeup, I just pull it out, use everything, throw it in, cover it up, and then I can keep it up here. I can take it downstairs. Sometimes I do my makeup downstairs. I think this is gonna be good. Okay. Next, there's a lot of stuff on here that are products that I'm like all out of. There's nothing left in, so I'm gonna go through that.
I'm moving on and on.
Okay, I don't use most of this at all, so I actually put this here. I think it would be easier for me to add the stuff I'm going to keep than to take away everything that I wasn't going to. So, I use these. Is that it? Okay, that was easy. I have my face wash, deodorant, mouthwash. Oh, I have this face wash, my hair thing I use every day. I'm not adding things that I don't use every day. And I think that's it. Wow, okay, cool. Toothpaste. I might get like a little tray to put, because I only have one pair of earrings, which I'll just take them off now because I'm about to go to the gym. I have one pair of earrings, I have 2 bracelets and like 2 necklaces. That's all the jewelry I own. So I can just get a little tray, but I do wear them every day. So I'll put those on here as well. And then some of you guys might be like, no, put this in a drawer. However, I'm gonna put it here because I really just think that'll be the best system for me. I think it's gonna work the best. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to do things that we can stick to instead of doing things because it's pretty. However, I am gonna add like a plant or something to make it pretty.
In my car, the road is long and full of dust. The landscape changes around me. On and on, I feel I must.
Okay, I'm actually going to move this over here so it's on my side of the sink and not, you can't see it when you're looking into the bathroom. It won't be as if away, but it'll still be out where I can use it. Now that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I actually filmed a couple other things. So decluttering and organizing the hall closet upstairs, and then I also did the drawers by our front door, but the video ended up being way too long, so I took those out. So there will be a second part of this series coming soon, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I have those coming up. I also have a huge living room makeover coming up, as well as a thrifting video, so I can't wait for you guys to see that. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at lauren.midgley. I post a lot of cleaning reels over there, and thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Make sure to leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!